Hey everybody, welcome back to Bleach Wars Builder, or welcome if this is your first time. So we are about to get started. Welcome to part one of our Let's Build of the Lego Nintendo Entertainment System. And again, I don't have any affiliation with Lego or Nintendo. This is just something I want to share with you guys. So here we have bag one. We're going to get started with this right here. And we're going to spread everything out so that way it's easier to find everything. And again, we're going to go through the instructions. Okay, so we've got everything set aside here and kind of organized by the way it looks, so it makes it a little bit easier to find the items when we get there. This handy dandy little tool right here, don't ever lose this. This helps you if you accidentally put something in the wrong spot and you've got it locked in place. This will help you get it off really easy and not mess anything up like your fingers. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We are starting on the control deck this time, so we've got that base plate right here like mentioned in the unboxing video. And we are going to take, for step one, getting underway, we're taking these two black pieces here and we're going to put them on the corners just like that. So it should look like this when you're done. Alright, and then next we're going to take a blue, put it right there and right there. We're going to take a red, put it right in the middle like that. And then we're going to take our tan piece here and put it up in the corner just like that. And also we are going to take one little stud here and put it in that corner right there. Alright. So now we are going to take our long black piece and we're going to take these connectors. And we're going to put one right there. One more right there. Oh, if it'll go. There we go. One more there. And one more on the end, just like that. And then we're going to take two more of our little brackets. And then we're going to put them on the opposite side here, just like that. So it creates a nice little joint here. And the other one just like that. Now these are gonna go almost to this opposite corners, but not quite. They don't go all the way because we put that stud there just a step ago. And then we're gonna take our gray square piece and we are going to use 4 more of these connectors. There's so many ways that these pieces and bricks connect together. It's almost like they've thought of everything, and so it makes it neat. When it's like this, it doesn't look like much, but then by the time you're done, there's so much more that you see. We're going to take our black rectangular piece, we're going to set this aside for the moment. And we probably won't be touching that just for now, but we'll come back to it. So we got that right there on the corner. Alright, so next we're going to take one of these. We've got this one here going on here. We need to connect these two like that right there. Your basic 4 pieces next, and it's going to go right next to the 6 piece that we just had right there. And then we've got one of these little L's right here. These little L's right here. That's going to go just like that right there, so it should look just like that when you're done. Then we've got another one of the single studs. You can go right there on the end. And our 6 regular solid gray block is going to help connect it all together right there. Alright, so we're going to take this that we've just built and we're going to put that right there on the end just like that. Next, we are going to take, let me see. Oh yeah, we're going to take our 2 block, put that there, and our slant goes right next to that. Hanging off a little bit though, but it's right there where we can see it. We're going to take this piece and connect it right just like that. So it's got a row sticking up here in the back. And next, we'll turn this around and put our 6 block right there, right next to the bigger piece that we just connected. And we're going to rotate it back around this way, put our bracket piece on this corner right there. Now we're going to plug 2 connectors. One right there, and the next one right there, and then that, we bring our control deck base back, and that's going to connect just like that. So now this is where we are. We're through step 12 already, guys. Step 12. Got a long way to go yet, but we're getting there. A little bit at a time. Alright, so we need this. And this guy right here, those are going to go like that. They're not going to be connected just yet until this regular block comes in on top of it to kind of hold them in place. Now you need your gray blocks with your connectors. You got 2 of those. So then the first one goes right next to that connecting block that we just put, the connecting brick right there. And the other one on the end right there. And to connect to that, we need our long black piece right here. Just like that. So now you've got this long piece right here. So we need our white brick and our 2 little L bricks here. It's going to go next. So the white brick goes right up against the last light gray connector. Like that right there. And our L bricks go back to back, just like that. All right, so for step 18 starting out, we need one of these and our little 4 right here. So we're just going to take that like so, and that's going to come and go right next to the L blocks right there. All right, so now we've got our gray piece here, and it's got a bunch of the holes, so we know we're going to be connecting that to something eventually. Matter of fact, we're going to do that right now. So we're going to take it, and it goes all the way to the end and connects to both of those, just like that. And then we've got another L piece that's going to come in. Right there it is. And that's going to go opposite that, so you've got this little notch here, like so. All right, step 20. Guys, feel free to also let me know in the comments what you think so far, how you think it's going, and future ideas for future projects too. You know, I'm open to the ideas and we'll definitely take the input. So I've got my little L bracket here. That's gonna go right there. And then we have two of these right in front. Gonna go right up next to it. So 1 and 2. Right there. So now we flipped it upside down, and this is what it looks like after flipping it upside down. We're going to flip it back right side up now. And we're going to take one of our dark gray with a connector at the end here. And that's going to go just like that. And one of our studs again, right next to it there. And we're going to take this whole thing, and connect it just like that. So now we have more of a square and even bigger base than we had when we first started. So we're going to take another one of the studs, 2 more of these gray ones with the connector, and our gray skinny block here. And that's going to go 1, 2, and 3. Oh, we also need to put this one, looks like over here, like that. So you got that one there in the first spot, and it's kind of freely rotating right now, but it'll get something connected to it in just a minute. Another one is going to go there. And then you got this one coming on the end here, like that. All right. And now we're going to take our long gray piece, connect it to the underside there to extend our square base out even more. Now we've got our red block, which is going to go in between our 2 connector blocks, just like that. And we need another 6 block, which is going to go on the other side. And our 2 block right here goes right here to close the gap. All right, moving on now. We have one more stud, a long brick, shorter brick, and our other red one. And now that's going to come in and go. We're going to take the red one, put it here. The long brick is going to go right next to it, right behind it, right there to close that off. We're going to put our stud right there in the corner. Yep, right there in the corner. And our shorter block is going to go behind our slanted area right there. Moving on, we've got our gray piece here, and now we're starting to kind of form another layer over some bricks. So we're going to go right there with that. Oops, nope. This is why you have the tool. So you can lift it off just like that. Set that back aside because we'll definitely need that later. Alright, and then we need our red square. That's going to come right next to the top part here, like that. We need our plain, smooth, gray brick. That's going to go just like that in the corner. We need our longer piece here, a longer brick. That's going to go right next to the red square, right beneath the red square, depending on how you're looking at it. We've got a tan L brick. That's going to go right there. And a little thin 2 brick, just like that. All right, almost to the end of bag 1. So we're getting close. We're not there 100% yet. And also, guys, don't worry too if you have extra pieces. A lot of times you'll get some extra pieces. So if you drop one, you're fine. You still have plenty of. You should still have plenty of pieces to do what you need to do. All right, so we need this black thin piece next. We need our other long gray piece here. One of these green pieces, bright green, little tiny pieces there. And another one of our flat L bricks here. So we're gonna be working right in this area now, right along here. We got our green brick right there. The gray L will go right next to that. We've got the long gray piece going all the way across, just like that. And the black one is gonna go right below that one, right over the red one that we did just a few steps ago. All right, next up, we've got our taller gray piece and our red car hood, we'll call it. We're gonna take that one. The red hood is gonna go right next to the slant there. And the tall gray piece goes on top of the green that we just put in. All right, moving on. We got our next green piece here. We need to have these 2 white studs with the hole in them. And the holes need to make sure, guys, that they go to the sides on this. That's gonna help. For what, I don't know, we'll find out at the same time. We also need to get 2, where'd they go? These 2 right here. These kind of T pieces. Look like T's when you hold them upside down. So one's gonna go underneath, and one's gonna go on top of the white that you just put in. So it looks like that. And then you're gonna take your smooth red piece here, and that's gonna go just like that. And that is gonna go right up against the other red piece that we put way back in step 2. So that's gonna look like that when that's done for that. Now we're gonna take our blue slanted piece and our light gray 2 brick here. That is gonna go right up against our bracket piece that we put in a while ago. And the blue one goes right up against that, up against the white one too. So you got the slant inside right here. All right, we've got our black slant coming up. That's gonna go right up against our gray piece, right next to it. And the green slant is gonna go right at the end of the black one. So we're moving right along. You can see we're running out of pieces now. We're getting down to very few pieces in this bag. So we'll see if we have any left over. We may not. We may use them all. Let's see. So we've got this gray piece now, or I'm sorry, tan piece in my hand. Let's do the white piece first, because the white piece looks like it's a Oh, yeah, I skipped a step. Skipped a step already. So the gray chair piece is going to go right next to the blue slant. Now, moving on again, we're going to take the white piece here. It's going to go on top of your blue piece, just like that. The 3x3 white flat brick is going to go just behind it on that dark gray piece there. And the tan piece is going to go like it's going to hold the stud in place. It's going to go right next to that corner on the bracket piece. So we've got our flat grays, we've got a slant. So this last step, guys, is going to finish up bag number 1. And then we're going to have one little connector piece that's going to be extra. You might have more, but again, it's planned. You are intended to have some extra pieces, especially the smaller ones, because they can end up going missing if you're not careful. So let's see. We're going to put this smooth gray rectangle. That is going to go after this black one. And then that's going to go on this corner. And then we're going to take the square, this 2-spot slant right next to the 4, and then the 4 square just like that. And then we're going to take this gray slant. It's going to go right next to the 4. And then the 6 to finish off bag 1 goes right next to the end there. So when you're done, this right here is how it should look. And if you followed along with me, then yours should look like mine. Even involving this little tool if you need to, because I accidentally put it in the wrong place. So that's bag 1. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. I think that's going to be it. I'm going to try to limit these, I think, to 1 bag at a time, especially as we get into the later ones that have the multiple bags. So, alright, so just remember to subscribe, hit that like button, ring that bell, and we'll see you next time for part 2 of my Let's Build of the Nintendo Entertainment System by LEGO Group. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.